Okay. Product careers. Yeah, yeah. Product careers is what we're talking about. So, what is a product career? That means you want to build a career in product management or product leadership. You have to define the product. You have to manage the product, right? So now a product leadership now means that AI will also be part of the product because AI is at the core of every major innovation. This means that the role of an AI product manager or product lead is evolving rapidly, and it's no longer about managing feature lists or roadmaps. The AI product manager defines how real user problems can be solved, how AI capabilities solve real problems using AI, right? That means you're not adding AI for the sake of it. You want to defining how AI can create real value, and then you have to set clear success metrics for those features. So AI has to add real value to the product, not just say, just added AI. Now it's become a buzzword. Okay, I'll add AI to the product mix so that I have greater valuation. But if it doesn't solve a problem, then it's pretty much useless. Right? You can add so many AI features to something which have no value. That's not going to help us necessarily, right? So, so unlike the traditional product roles are different, but you have to in this you have to frame your problem as flows and agent workflows, not just a set of features. Traditionally, it's just a set of features, this, but now it's a set of flows, right? So this shift is very crucial. Now you're designing how intelligent systems interact, make decisions, and adapt, right? Rather than just specifying what buttons or screens to build. It's an intelligent system, no? Right? So you must know if you are in product, you must know enough of machine learning, data pipelines, and experimentation to reason what is feasible, what is risky, and how to iterate quickly. If you don't know what machine learning is capable of, then you cannot design an AI system. You cannot define the features of an AI system. See, you don't need to be a data scientist, but you need to speak the same language and understand the constraints of AI. So you have to balance the priorities here. A big part of the job is balancing value and valuability with AI specific concerns. So that means you have to think about the bias, explainability, and alignment with company policy and regulations. What do you mean by this? Bias, explainability, and alignment with company policy and regulations. No, you may have bias. Company may say that they want this, they're biased that they want this feature. But is it going to work? Is it viable? Is it explainable? Explainable meaning the AI has to say that it is working and it has to explain the why it is working. This is about explainability. So that the AI is explainable, responsible, and trustworthy. That only has to be included. You can do very fancy things in an AI, but if it is not explainable, then what is the use of it? Right? For example, if I have a chatbot about medical diagnosis, then I can diagnose anything. But if it is not based on science, not no reasoning, the chatbot will just say, "I have a headache." If I say I have a headache, and it just says, "Okay, you might have a brain injury," that is just jumping to conclusion. There's no sound basis, no, for that, right? Somebody with a headache may have a brain injury. That's true, but there's no basis for that. So that means that it is not explainable. That means you have to not do create any feature which may sound very mind blowing, but it's not explainable. So like that. So you have to make it trustworthy, viable, and have add real value there. Right? So what are the practical skills here? So you must be good at the product manager has to be good at problem framing the problem, designing the hypothesis. This is this is a plausible scenario, but this must be true, and then you design the metrics around that matter. Right. So, for example, the HR example we took earlier. So the problem has to be framed by the product manager. This is the problem. This is the people. This is the kind of people I want, and the hypothesis that if they satisfy this role, this job description 75%, and they do 90% on the test, and 70% on the oral evaluation, then I will shortlist them. So this hypothesis design around what is of value to them has to be designed by the product manager. So you have to design the metrics, define the metrics, what matter. Then you need to design the prompts and agent workflows. So all the agents will interact together and they'll be orchestrated. And the product manager has to understand and work with cross-functional teams, including engineers, data scientists, and business stakeholders. Because there will be different stakeholders for different parts of the system. They have to all work together. And if you are going to put human in the loop, of course, we are going to need human in the loop for these systems. So all these teams will be part of the human interaction required for these agents when they are built. So you have to communicate all these AI concepts to everybody who's accessible in an accessible way, an actionable way. So this leadership is also required here for this kind of role. Right? So now those who are considering product in product, are you ready to move beyond managing features to orchestrating intelligent workflows? That's what you have to ask yourself. Are you prepared to lead teams where AI is not just a tool, but a core part of the product's value proposition? Right. So now you don't need to transition to these skills and mindset. Because AI product managers are uniquely powered, uniquely positioned to drive innovation. And they can ensure that AI delivers real and measurable impact for all the users and business people alike.